Welcome back to Work in the Verse, your go-to channel for finding news in VR that isn't always about meta. Today we're applying the quick hit treatment to Lynx's latest update that came out October 2nd. We'll organize the questions that were raised and highlight some of the other goodies that Stan LaRocque of Lynx shared. Let's take that 30-minute session and get it down to 5. Let's dive right in, shall we? First up, we've got the scoop on how much the retail price will be, and it's much more than the Kickstarter was. No surprise there if you've ever participated in a Kickstarter product launch. The Lynx R1 will be available for $12.99 in their store. The majority of buyers are early adopters and developers, about 30%, while businesses make up a whopping 70%. It's right in the middle of Meta and Apple's offerings. They'll be targeting the business-to-business customers who want privacy and more control in making the headset meet their needs, rather than being coerced into another company's vision of what's best for them. Lynx is a strong believer in hand tracking for the best VR experience, but they realize there are times when controllers are most ideal. They had planned to go with Finch, a third-party developer, but now they're doing this all in-house. Prototypes are almost ready, and we might even see a reveal this year. Lynx will be shipping with one VR facial interface, held in place with magnets. It's eyeglass friendly, and it's only needed when you want a VR experience to tune out the outside world. But can you connect your Lynx R1 to your PC? Absolutely. There are a couple of ways to do it. Without cables, you can stream using Cloud XR, an NVIDIA solution for streaming OpenVR applications, or ALVR, which also goes by ALXR. If you would prefer to use SteamVR, just use the included USB-C cable, and you're good to go. Now, for all you developers out there, Lynx's documentation has been all about Unity. With all of the drama that Unity started a couple of weeks ago, you might think they would drop Unity's support. Not so fast. They've invested a lot of resources here so that it would be difficult for them to leave Unity, but they also made a wise decision early on to support OpenXR. This means that Lynx R1 supports most game engines that have implemented OpenXR. Lynx will be upping their developer support this month by focusing on making more documentation available for Unreal. Godot will take more time, but it looks promising as another choice for developers. Developers will also find that most, if not all, sensors, cameras, and libraries will be accessible. For example, they'll be able to tap into the environmental mesh functionality, which is expected to be enabled by the end of the year. They'll only need to use 2 cameras to make use of the mixed reality offerings that Lynx provides. Cool stuff as Lynx is all in for open source, making it easier for developers to port between Lynx and Quest. Backers who are eagerly waiting for their Lynx R1, your wait might be almost over. Those above 1,000 should expect theirs early next year, while those below 1,000 should get their hands on it before the year is up. Not all are roses, however, as there have been some teething problems. The first batch faced some packaging damage and microphone array issues. Good news though for early backers, Lynx plans to offer swaps in 2024. Speaking of swaps, Lynx also offered a transparent version of their headset, but they've run into some manufacturing delays linked to refraction issues. If you can't wait, you can opt to swap for a standard edition to avoid delays. And for those who have the Lynx R1 already in hand, should expect a software update on October 20th to tackle charging issues, making your Lynx R1 experience even smoother. Backers and future owners might be wondering though about repairability. Here's a word of caution though. Lynx doesn't recommend opening up your headset as the cameras and tracking components are meticulously calibrated. Repairability though will be a focus for future headsets. Now the moment you've been waiting for. How does the Lynx R1 stack up against the Quest 3? Well, the Lynx R1 offers superior peripheral vision, making it more comfortable for longer wear. More details should be coming out later this month. That's a wrap for today's quick hit on the Lynx R1. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay in the loop. Until next time, keep working the verse.